I spoke to, and I can't say, a big production company, I guess is the way I can say it. I had been speaking to them prior to leaving for Maui about Stephen and I being on a show about the type of lifestyle that we live. Most of you are probably fixing to figure it out on your own. I'm not saying it because of the haters, and I'm serious. It really has been that bad. But I am going to tell you, I was able to connect the production show with Justin in Maui. What? Come on, God. Come on, God. And you remember Justin. His family's they are homeschooling, but they're wanting to homestead full time. They're wanting to figure out ways to bring back agriculture to Maui. And like everywhere in the world, there's a great big knowledge gap, right? Because our elders were pretty much removed out of our lives in the sense we were sent to public school and we were fed all that BS, but we weren't taught how to feed ourselves or anything. So I'm real excited. Real excited. This could be big. First off, it's going to turn millions of eyes back towards Maui for a long period instead of a short period, which would give us all a window of opportunity to continue digging to help build the case, because somebody eventually is going to bring a case against the government, the politicians, the police officers, and everyone that's involved, you guys. It's not going to be able to stay in the dark. But if we don't get the right people involved now to bring it to light, to put it on TV, to bring it into every house across the world, people are going to lose interest. So this is so big. It's so big. When I got the phone call and they realized where I had been, we began to discuss not me and Steven being on their show, but what they could do for Maui. And I got excited. I got so excited, right? So this is amazing. This is what we have all been praying for. We've all been like, come on, God, open doors, make it happen, make a way where there is no way, shine a light in the darkness. Come on, God, and he's doing it. I know you guys can't see, and I can't say much more about it than that because I've said it and I haven't really focused on it because I'm not a negative person. But let me explain to you what happened. I was getting hate mail on my phone, on my messages. Shannon from Illinois, who flew in to drive me around the island, will testify to that. I was getting extreme hate in the comments. People were leaving nasty comments on my Google business account. So the ones of you who subscribe to me, who have joined membership, you guys remember the private message where I asked you guys to help me out with the phone number and then with the ugly message left on my Google, which was removed because of you guys. So that's what I'm talking about. This wasn't like people just saying comments on YouTube. Like, they were out of control. So I did have to block like 700 people. It wasn't because they were asking questions, you guys. Like, I was a school teacher. Ask all the questions you want. It was because of the enormity of what they were saying, all right? It was the ignorance and the hate speech. And I don't use that word lightly because I don't really believe in hate speech. But I got it. All because I wouldn't follow a narrative that had no actual proof. Something else, let me tell you guys. Remember this, it's going to come in handy to somebody. I just feel it in my spirit. When you have to prove something to a police officer or to a court of law, you have to have physical proof. Your opinion does not matter. Things that they accept as physical proof are things that are written down with a time and a date on it. Like in a diary where you've dated it and put the time, or in a calendar, okay? On a sheet of paper, a receipt, you write something on a receipt and you later find it and they can prove, that kind of stuff. That's physical evidence. Seeing it with your eyes, yourself, not somebody else telling you and then you repeating it, okay? You seeing it, or you hearing it, you witnessing it, all right? Those are physical proof. That is why I said I couldn't chase the narrative of kids being put on a school bus and being kidnapped because there was no physical proof. There were no videos. There were no pictures. There were no witnesses. And that's what I'm saying. That's how I knew in my heart that that narrative was a false lead. It doesn't matter what we think. If we can't prove it in a court of law, then you either need to go find the proof, or you have to accept the fact that it might not be true. And I will say this, somebody made a really good point on one of the comments. When you assassinate another person's character, or you bear false witness against your neighbor, it is a type of murder. A lot of people don't realize that. So even if you don't per se like me, or you don't like Eric, if you're to leave our channels and then go lie about us because you don't like us, what you're actually doing is a form of murder. And you're going to have to answer for that when you die. It's why God says there's 7 things he hates and 8 that he detests. And bearing false witness is way up there. In fact, one of the reasons Satan got kicked out of heaven, real talk, in the book of Revelations, is he went to God and he bore false witness against the other angels. And God said, I've had enough. I've had enough. You got to go. So when I say I'm blocking people, I'm not blocking people for asking questions or even questioning me. I don't want you to believe everything I say blindly. I'm trying to give you actual information. You can go look it up, okay? You can go do the footwork yourself, and then you can be like, wow, yeah, she was right, or oh wait, she misunderstood that. And then we can have a conversation. Because if you follow me blindly, it's more like a cult and less like an educational channel. And I'm really not down with the Kool-Aid, you guys. Hopefully you understand that about me by now. But I wanted to share it with you. I am trying to put together the video about the UN, but I still need to water the garden. I still need to feed my husband, and I still need to settle down for a little bit. I'm still on Maui time. I couldn't go to bed till midnight. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, which would have only been like 10 o'clock there, 10 p.m. there. And it just has me all thrown off. Praying, I will sleep good tonight because of a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then I have children's church in the afternoon. So I need to be on my game. I love you guys. I really, really appreciate you being here with me. Be looking for the UN video. Big stuff. But like I said, God is opening doors. So a production company in touch with Justin. Maybe they'll be on TV. Maybe these people will go over there and help them start the securing of their food. This is big, you guys. This is how we help Maui.